All righty, we are live. Listen to that awesome music. We are gonna give you a preview of the Accordion Kings and Queens concert, and I think you can hear it. Little musical bed there. Nice. All right. And I'm gonna let Roxana leave it as our musical bed. But if you want to hear from her, this is Tony Diaz. Welcome to a multimedia platform broadcast of Nuestra Palabra Latino Radio 76. We got prizes for you. So for tuning in today, you're going to wind up with either VIP passes to the Accordion Kings and Queen concert this Saturday here in Houston, Texas at the Miller Outdoor Theater, or you may wind up with passes to see the brilliant play 72 Miles to Go at the Alley Theater, or you might wind up with a free copy of The House on Mango Street. We're going to hook you up because we love you. Now, by the way, don't be selfish. Call your comadres, your compadres, let them know. We've got plenty of prizes to go around. Make sure that they're exposed to this culture. Let me introduce to our friends who are joining us this evening. We got Charlie, who is the boss over at Texas Folk Life. Charlie, how you doing? Tell folks your exact title, please.
I'm great, Tony. Thank you for having me. I'm the executive director of Texas Folk Life, and we're a nonprofit organization dedicated to preserving and promoting and celebrating the folk and traditional arts and cultural heritage of Texas. And we're putting on the Accordion Kings and Queens show this Saturday. So happy to be here. Talk a little bit about it.
And tell this is the 32nd annual concert?
Yeah, so this show has been going on for 31 years, the 32nd year of the show, which is a remarkable run, and speaks to, I think, the continued popularity of accordion music in Texas. And I can talk a lot about why that is and what that means, but suffice it to say, yeah, we're going on 3 decades now of this show happening at the Miller Theater in Houston, Texas. It's amazing. And so we're excited to be back in front of a live audience this year.
That's fantastic. So we're going to be chatting with you throughout the show. You can tell us more about some of the performers that we can expect. We're going to give away some VIP tickets because we got the hookup. We have another guest who's going to join us. I want to bring him on just to say hi. Valdemar Rodriguez, who is the manager of community partnerships over at the Alley Theater. Did I get the title perfectly correct, Valdemar?
That's correct. Saludos. Yes, thank you, Tony. Glad to be here with both of you, Charlie. I'm the manager of community partnerships at the Alley Theater, and I oversee what we are calling the El Socalo Initiative, and it's an initiative where we grow and celebrate with Houston's arts, diverse and Latinx arts community and organizations and individuals. And so we're really excited to be here in your show to talk about all the wonderful things that we've been doing for National Hispanic Heritage Month and at the Alley Theater.
Fantastic. So we're going to give folks, you're being very generous. So someone who's tuning in right now will win a pair of tickets to see the brilliant play 72 Miles to Go. So we'll talk about that in a little bit. That's not all. You're also giving away 6 copies of The House on Mango Street. Is that correct?
That is correct. Yes. By Sandra Cisneros. This is absolutely it. In a little bit, we'll talk a little bit more about the book, but yes, we're going to be giving away to 6 folks. And to be able to enjoy this wonderful book that is also in English and in Español, La Casa en Mango Street. So tenemos las dos versiones.
And we can't give away tickets to the virtual visit by Sandra Cisneros next Monday at 7 p.m. because it's free, right?
It's free. That's right. It is absolutely free. Yes. So we want everybody to, if you have Facebook, to join us through Facebook, or if you want to see it in the comfort of your own home on your TV, you can go through our channel, our YouTube channel, to watch it as well.
Fantastic. And I tell you what, actually, we got to say hi to our friend Amanda Rodriguez. She does podcasts. She supports the community. She makes sure that our gente are employed. She's already saying, hey, pick me. Let's make this formal. Let's make it formal. So listen, for Charlie, for the Accordion Kings and Queens concert, we want you to post in the comments section. Set me up, and I'm gonna take. Thank you. Of course, shout out to Roxana. Hey, Roxana, come on here, please. Please come on here, Roxana. Roxana Guzman,
Hello.
who is our awesome producer. Un abrazo grande. Thank you for all the support that you give the show.
Happy to help, Tony. I want to be part of the mission. So.
And I tell you what, you followed us across many platforms, because when you first started, it was plain old FM radio.
Yeah.
and now, you know, an epidemic later, we're on many different platforms. So thank you for all that you do. So you mentioned comment on your favorite musician with hashtag AKQ, Accordion Kings and Queens 32. Hashtag AKQ32. It rhymes, Charlie. I like how you did that. That was clever.
The AKQ part is the hardest to get out.
I love it.
AKQ32.
Love it. So put that hashtag in there if you want to get set up with the VIP tickets at the Accordion Kings and Queen concert at the Miller Outdoor Theater this Saturday. It's going to be a really fun event. What time does it start again?
Starts at 7:00 in the evening. So the tickets are for the covered seating area, which are hard to get the day of the show. We're giving you a shot at them here. And the show goes from 7 to 10. And we've got two groups that are playing, and we're letting them kind of air it out a little bit more this year. So they're going to be playing longer sets rather than like those shorter 30-minute sets that you might be used to if you've been to this show before. And starts at 7, goes till 10.
Fantastic. Okay, so a comment with that in the comment box, so we know that that's what you want. Also, shout out to Agustin Loredo. He is a libro traficante from Baytown. Great guest. Viva la cultura. Hey, that's you guys. That's you. That's
Thank
both
you.
of you
That's
and
cool.
Roxana. So people tuning in all the way from Baytown. Gracias, Agustin Hermano. And always keeping it real. And then, of course, also, hey, Alice Canastero Garcia. She's actually one of the Nuestra Palabra, early volunteers. Her daughter's in the anthology, Tanatzin Canastero Garcia. She's in the anthology, Hecho Tejas. Her daughter's performed on our stages. Alice is in San Antonio. Okay, Charlie, look what you got people doing.
All right.
They're coming in
Statewide travel.
Love
Awesome.
it. I love it. And she's giving a shout out to the Guadalupe Cultural Arts Center's Latino Bookstore and Gift Shop. So thank you so much. There are no borders. We're going back and forth. Now, so that's if you want to get hooked up with the Accordion Kings and Queens tickets. Now, for Valdemar, we said that folks need to say hashtag 72 miles, and they can say, give me 72 miles. I want to see 72 miles. And we'll set them up, right? Now, you said
Absolutely.
we have a big event coming tomorrow. They can go to the theater tomorrow or at one of the following performances. Now, tell folks when they can go.
Yes, absolutely. So we are going to, for tomorrow, we have our community night, and all the different partners, all the different folks from the Socalo Advisory Committee, we've been promoting the event and have been able to let our community know that we have a code, and we have for your group, Tony, we have Nuestra Palabra, am I correct? For El Zócalo, we have El Zócalo, and you can just spell that out. And this allows all of our friends and family from our community to be able to go and see this wonderful play at 50% off. So this is great. We want to make sure that the production and the creative and the art is accessible to nuestra gente, ¿verdad? Entonces, so we're very lucky, we're very blessed that we've been able to caminar seguro and be able to make these changes, these wonderful changes at the Alley Theater. So yes, but we are going to give, you don't have to buy the tickets, because we're going to give away a free pair of tickets by the end of the evening of the broadcast. We're going to select all of the different comments that you made, and you have to put there 72 miles to go. And then we'll consider you, we'll figure out a way to select one of you to get 2 tickets to go check it out. Now, tomorrow, like I said, we're going to have a lot of different folks. We're going to have State Representative Cristina Morales that's going to be there. We're going to have just Councilman Robert Gallegos that's going to be there. So we're going to have the Mexican consulate that's going to be there. So mucha gente de nuestra comunidad va a estar allí presente to go see 72 Months to Go Community Night. So if you want the tickets, please go see it tomorrow or, of course, another day, but we would love for you to join us. So, cuando estamos viendo algo bonito en comunidad, ¿verdad? En nuestra gente, nos reímos, lloramos, celebramos todo en grupo y es una sensación muy, muy especial. So that's what we're having tomorrow. So we hope that you're able to support our Latino cultural arts, especially theater arts, by going and seeing this production. It goes on through November the 14th, I believe, or the 19th. But go to the website, alleytheater.org, and you'll be able to see the different programming that we have, the different shows that we have. And Tony, you mentioned the book, The House on Mango Street. We've been so blessed that we've been during the onset of National Hispanic Heritage Month. We received a grant from the National Endowment for the Arts in collaboration and partnership with Arts Midwest, where we were able to give away 1,000 books to our community.
Wow.
Yes, and not only that, but we created programming around it. We did workshops. We did one that was a real fun one. It's called Educacine, and basically what we did is we took the different chapters from this book, and the participants turned them into a script, and then we had a film production crew filming it with the actors, and so we were able to do that, and we have some lovely, wonderful highlights of those classes, of those workshops, and that you'll be able to see if you join us on November the 8th, when we're going to have the culmination event with Sandra Cisneros. But this is such an amazing book, Tony. You've read it, we both read it together. Tiene muchísimas cosas que nosotros, los latinos, que we connect, nosotros los caballeros conectamos con eso también. This is not just a book about, for women, even though the main character de Esperanza is a 12-year-old, a young woman, a young girl there. Pero nosotros podemos aprender muchísimo de todas esas bonitas historias. So yeah, you will be getting we have only limited left. And we're also going to have a book plate where Sandra is going to write. She's going to autograph it. So whoever wins, Tony, you figure out, get a list going, and then you give me that list. I'll take it to the box office. We'll put these books on there, and then the winners come up and anytime between the hours that the box office is open and pick up their book.
I want to remind folks, Hispanic Heritage Month is officially over, but we're still hooking you up. There's more cultura to go. Thank you to the National Endowment for the Arts. Shout out to the other partners, Houston Public Library, Lone Star College Houston North, and you, gente. So cool. Okay, so we have your theater fix. Charlie, tell us about some of the music folks can experience, because Houston's going to be hopping. By the way, I'm looking forward to meeting folks. I'm going to see some of y'all tomorrow at the LA Theater. I'm going to see some of y'all at the AKQ concert. So let's hang out. Give me a high five. Charlie, tell us some of the performers that you got lined up for this year's Accordion Kings and Queens concert.
Sure. Before I do that, I just want to say thank you, Baldemar, for all the work that you do. And Alley Theater has actually, in addition to all the incredible community work that he mentioned in programming, they've also supported us in our show. They've provided raffle items and tickets over the years for our Accordion Kings and Queens show. So we really appreciate the help. Fellow nonprofit arts organizations serving communities. So thank you so much. And then you also mentioned Cristina Morales, representative, attending one of Alley Theater events. She also co-sponsored a resolution in the Texas House this year, kind of honoring Accordion Kings and Queens in the 32nd year, which is an amazing honor for us to get that. So thank you to her again for support. So the show, yes, we like I said, we have two groups this year. The first is Cristina Valdez, and she's from the Valley. She's from San Benito, and she was a finalist in Texas Folklife statewide youth accordion contest that we do called the Big Squeeze. So she was one of 40, 50 contestants from across the state that made it to the finals, and that was a couple of years ago. And since then, she sort of has gone professional and has had a meteoric rise in her career. Been playing lots of shows and festivals. So we're lucky to bring her to Houston for a taste of that kind of alegre valley style conjunto and norteño music. So she'll be playing with her group. She's an amazing young accordionist. And then Jeffrey Broussard and the Creel Cowboys, kind of a legendary Louisiana Creole and Zydeco group that has never played accordion kings and queens before, coming in from Louisiana, where there's a lot of overlap in those cultural traditions with the Creole communities in East Texas and West Louisiana. And so they're going to be playing, and he's been honored with numerous awards. He was inducted into Louisiana Folk Life Center's Hall of Fame, and is kind of a, like I said, a legend kind of in the Creole accordion world. So those will be the shows that are happening. And Tony, you know this, what's amazing about the show and what I always am excited about is the fact that it brings people together to celebrate different cultures, different music, but they all have this instrument at the heart of the music, the accordion. And it's this incredible story of multiple communities and people around the state of Texas that all have this instrument in common with each other and their music. And so bringing those people together for one evening is quite a celebration, and it's a chance for people to learn a little bit more about, their own cultural traditions and other cultural traditions, and celebrate the things that we have in common, which has always been kind of one of the main messages of the show. So this year we've got a bunch of merchandise. We have some new shirts that just got printed that are hot off the press. We've got koozies. We've got some other music from years past, and just very excited to be back at the theater. We usually do this show in the middle of the summer in June, but because of the pandemic, scheduling was rearranged last year. That kind of folded into this year, and so we're doing the show in November. And I looked at the weather report for Houston on Saturday, and it just looks wonderful, like 70 and sunny. No chance of rain. So we're gonna keep that in our minds and hope that we get that. And it should be just a beautiful evening on the hill at the Miller Outdoor Theater. And if you can snag the tickets, tell us your favorite musician, hashtag AKQ32. You've got a chance to win some of those covered seating seats. So very excited to be back in Houston, and it's going to be a great evening.
I love it. You know what, too? Well, first I want to tell people we have about another 12 or 15 minutes if they want to tell some of their relatives to maybe send us a question. So far, we've got a lot of folks that are sharing the hashtag, so they want to win. And I'm going to ask Roxana to take down their names, and then we'll also hit you up for your email so we can tell you what you won and follow up with information on how to get your prize. But also, I think I know everybody who's winning so far. so if I don't know you, don't feel left out. You can still throw something in the hashtag and we'll hook you up. But I do want to follow up on what you said, Charlie. What I love about the Accordion Kings and Queens concert, you're exactly right. It's like the ultimate ethnic studies course, because we're going to see bridges that we didn't know we could cross. And it really is beautiful to see, Black folks, Mexican Americans, Polish folks, Czech folks, everybody, Asian Americans, all vibing on each other's music. And you're exactly right. I mean, there's moments where I'm like, oh my goodness, I didn't realize that sound translated in all these other cultures. I didn't realize that accordion brings us together, but it really is the best of what Texas can be, and a whole lot of fun. So
absolutely, that coming from you, wonderful endorsement. Thank you. Yeah,
I appreciate that.
I agree.
So it's a 32nd year. Let's not take it for granted. Want to show a lot of love and support. You're very kind to always be, following up with us. We love having you on our show all the time. And now that we're, different platforms, you're rolling with the punches with us, just as we're rolling with the punches with you. But you are at home. Appreciate what you do for the community. And of course, we want to be here for the 33rd, the 133rd, and so on. So thank you. Thank you for all that you do.
Absolutely. Pleasure to be on to talk about it. And we're just really excited to be back at the theater. We had a fun show last year that was a live stream only event with CJ Chenier. Kind of super legend in Zydeco music, son of the king of Zydeco, Clifton Chenier. But it was a live stream event, and there was no audience. So to have the crowd back is just, I can't wait to feel that energy. So we're very excited to be back at the Miller Theater on Saturday. Hope to see you there.
Love it. It's going to be a great party. And again, if folks want to, I'm going to let Roxanne scroll the information. If you want to get some of the tickets, hashtag AKQ32. And I want to bring Valdemar back in here. Of course, we talk about building bridges. We have a lot in common. You know, Representative Cristina Morales is a big champion of arts and community, which is great. So we have your Saturday set up. Tomorrow, I'm looking forward to seeing the play, 72 Miles to Go. What I want people to understand is this is a powerful play, and we really need to support it. If you're not able to get any tickets today, or you get your tickets and you're so excited you tell other people about it, you can use the promo code Nuestra Palabra to get up to 50% off tickets for future purchases, because I think once you go, you're going to get deputized and you're going to want to spread the word. But here's what I want to stress about the LA Theater. The LA Theater wants to make our community feel at home. They began the Socalo Committee. They hired Valdemar, who's from the community, in that position. And this play is coming back because I got to see an earlier version of it, and now they're taking it to a full production. Tell folks a little bit about what that commitment means, Valdemar, because that's a big deal, right?
Absolutely. So if we could recall 2 years ago, it was January, Tanya, we were getting a community night together for Quijote Nuevo, which was an all Latino cast. It was a production that was being featured or in the larger theater, with all the bells and whistles, from costuming to design to the marketing. Everybody and their mom went to go see this, and that proved to us as in our community that the Alley Theater has made a commitment to be able to bring programming that connects with our diverse Houston. Now, we at the Alley Theater, we have what we call a resident acting company, and it's a group of actors that live here locally, and that they are able to have a career in acting. So we choose our plays according to the actors, you know, the different age groups and whatnot. Part of my contribution over the past 2 years is when I came on board, I told the folks there that we needed to increase the acting company, and to include 2 actors that were, of course, locally, and for them to be Latino. And they said, Bade, you don't even have to tell us that, because that's where we're going. I was like, yes. So you will see 2 of the actors at 72 Miles to Go that are now resident acting company members, which means that they can have a career. That means they can buy a home, start a family, and not worry about where their next gig is going to be. Now, that's just what we've seen on stage in terms of our talent, our creative. But the whole theater, the whole staff as a whole, they are really making the place accessible to all of Houston, all the different demographics in Houston. Of course, the Latino is the largest group. But we are, even when you go into the concessions, you can see that some items are now, Latino items, when we do the signs around the theater, they'll be in Spanish when before they weren't. So this is their commitment to telling Houston, hey, we are your theater. And I'm so blessed that I can call the Alley Theater my home, because I truly feel that they are really doing everything they possibly can to be able to connect with our Houston community. It's so diverse, and we're just getting started. And so I'm happy to be there. That I'm about to finish out my second term there, and then there's so many different productions that are coming. I can't say anything right now because I want to make sure you invite me to the next show, and then I'll be able to tell you more. Muchísimas. Mucha programación.
Exclusive announcement, okay? And I want to remind folks, of course, you can hear excerpts of this on our FM platform, 90.1 FM KPFT. We're on Tuesdays at 11 a.m. We're also on the HD2 channel at KPFT. You can tune in when we're live on the air on the live stream, kpft.org. And of course, right now we're on Facebook, we're on YouTube, and we're going to download this, put it on SoundCloud, play excerpts throughout our season. Why? Because we can't contain all the art and culture that is emanating. And this is a big deal. I want people to appreciate this and spread the word that the Alley Theater, you might take it for granted because you drive by them often. This is a major theater in the U.S. for this hemisphere. And for them to open the door for us is a big deal. And of course, Valdemar's even taken it further. Really important for local actors to find their careers at this major institution. And it's beautiful that it's Latinos. So thank you for doing that. So we got you hooked up tomorrow for the play, 72 Miles to Go. It is amazing. I can't wait to see this next realized production. And then you're going to be getting copies of The House on Mango Street, okay? You're also going to be watching Sandra Cisneros live at the virtual reading Monday on Facebook, which is a big deal as well. So you're going all out. She's a Genius MacArthur winner. The book is a bestseller. I don't care that it's a bestseller. I just have to point out that it is. She's true to the community. It's a powerful book. And then also, you know, this is a moment where you can add to your family library or begin one. So thank you, Valdemar, for all that you do and for making those opportunities available for everybody.
Well, thank you very much for allowing us the opportunity to share this, because when we do something, it needs to continue. And so by speaking with the audience, we'll be able to continue to bring more programming like this. So I'm glad to be here.
Fantastic. We got about 3 minutes left. I'm going to ask Roxana to get back on screen because I want to thank her for all the work that she does. Roxana, hey, thank you so much for, by the way, you need to know behind the scenes. Roxana's awesome because she's a pro. Look at the graphics. Look how smooth we weave in and out. Sounds on point. You know, she's got us coming in and off. It's like CNN. But she is so cool because she's giving me permission to hit her up on short notice. It's just like, yeah. And she comes in with all her heart and all her energy and all her talent. So thank you so much for all that you do, Roxana. Why in the world do you put up with us, Roxana? Why?
I mean, I love what you do, Tony, and so I want to be part of it, even if it's just like last minute, 30 minutes, 15 minutes. So if you have me on, if I can help, I'm happy to help.
You're the best. We appreciate that. And really, you know, we do it this way just because a little more behind the scenes. The FM radio show is now done remote as well. So we've had to learn to adapt to do the show we used to do in the studio at different places, and that has to be produced way ahead of time. So we've got to get way ahead of production, but we don't want to miss these opportunities to give our friends shouts out and support. So, hey Charlie, tell us the websites to follow up and tell us how come we're gonna have a great time Saturday. Thank you, Amanda. She's telling you did a great job.
Awesome. Thank you. Yeah, I think the best place to go is texasfolklife.org. Texas spelled out, folklife, FOLKLIFE.org. That has info about the Accordion Kings and Queens show and many of the other programs that we do across Texas. We also fund individual artists in many ways, and including community-based tradition bearers and traditional artists. We've got several ways that people can get involved visiting our website. We have a big program we're about to launch that we have open call right now for basically giving small grants to mentor artists to train anyone in a folk and traditional arts discipline. That program has been going on for 20 plus years. But the one this weekend, Accordion Kings and Queens, you can go to texasfolklife.org. We also are raffling off a number of items and Houston experiences and other things, including one of our big supporters of the show is Honer Accordions. They gave us a Corona 2 accordion, a beautiful instrument that we're raffling off. You can enter that raffle online and find out how to do that at texasfolklife.org. We're going to be drawing the winner at the end of the show. So, come by. You can get tickets here. If you're lucky to win, you can become a member and support Texas Folk Life also within the next couple of days, and we'll give you some tickets as well. Or you can just come and enjoy a beautiful night at the Miller Theater on the hill, where it's supposed to be amazing weather, and we'll have great accordion music 7 to 10 p.m. I also just want to encourage everyone, get out there and support the Alley Theater. Go support local culture and arts. Like Tony said, we can't take it for granted. The last couple of years have been very challenging for anyone involved in production and cultural expression and arts and culture. And we're now seeing audiences come back and give community-based arts organizations the love and support. I just encourage everyone to do that, especially in a vibrant city like Houston. And Tony, don't take talent for granted with Roxanne either. So thank you for all your help behind the scenes. Don't take talent for granted.
Amen. Thank you, brother. Thanks for all that you do. Valdemar, give us some parting words and fire us up. Leave us fired up.
Well, even though we're just finished National Hispanic Heritage Month, we get excited and we bring culture and tradition 12 months out of the year. So I think we're going to get ready for las posadas y luego lo que sigue de ahí. So just continue to support the local events that happen around town. If you have children, please take them and expose them to the arts, the culture. I mean, there's something happening en cada rincón de Houston. Y si no hay nada de latinos, pues vamos a ver algo de otras raíces. Porque we'll never stop learning and enriching ourselves with the multiple of cultures that are out there. So that's my parting words.
That's awesome. Thank you for all that you do, and keep it up and keep us posted. We're happy to serve in any way, shape, we can. Thank you, everybody. On behalf of Nuestra Palabra, Latino Writers Having Their Say, we appreciate being part of this wonderful journey of spreading art and culture. Roxana, thank you so much for all that you do and for being so generous with your genius. And we look forward to hanging out with everybody. We got a lot of great parties coming up. Do not miss out, and please spread the word. Thanks a lot. We'll see you next time. Thank you. Ciao.